Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today is the June installment of the Pinspiration collaboration that is hosted by Kreationsby Kimber. I will have all the links for the ladies that are participating in this down below in the description box. So what we do every month is pick a pin that we have on one of our Pinterest boards, something that we haven't made yet, and we try and make whatever that is. So this week or this month, I had looked at my handmade cards Pinterest board and I found this really cool wiper card idea. And usually I don't usually make cards, like just make cards all the time and just to have them in my stash. I like to make cards as the occasion comes along. So I had two graduations that I needed to make cards for, and I thought this wiper card idea was super cool. And so I just came up with my own graduation card idea with the graduation caps up in the air and everything. So that is what I did for this. I'm going to show you how you can make one of these. I will also link the pin that I watched that had a YouTube video attached to it so you could see the original card that was made. But I wanted to show you how I made this one. And so I just think it is so cute, and I love how it just, those hats just pop up. It's kind of like when you're in your ceremony and it's time to take the hat off and throw it up in the air. That was kind of the idea that I was going with this. So I really love how this turned out, and I just had fun picking out both of my graduations. The girls their schools were blue, so I'm able to make two of the same color. So I'll show you now what you will need for this. You will need a solid colored cardstock, and as we go through I'll tell you what size to cut them down. Then you will need a patterned paper that matches, and then some white paper. Now I already have things cut out for everything, so this will go a little bit quicker. And then of course you need everything for embellishing. I added some black glitter paper that is, you can see I have black glitter everywhere. It's not the best kind of, I'm not sure where I got this glitter paper, but the glitter is coming off. So anyway, I love how it looks though. I like the sparkle. So I have the glitter paper that I added ribbons. You could add rhinestones, sequins, whatever. So, oh, and then I'll show you the back. I just added the white panel here and the diploma, and then this is where I'll write my sentiment on there. I didn't have another little graduation, or I wanted something different if I was going to stamp a sentiment. So I just did the diploma because that was the only one I had. So yeah, I think it turned out really cute. Okay, let's keep going on here. So you need your solid cardstock for the base, a printed cardstock for the top here, some white, and then if you want to add something in between, I did that on both sides. And then I have some stamps that I found in my stash. I have the diploma stamp, I had the owl, the graduation cap, and then I have this congratulations. I have my black tuxedo ink, my ribbons, stamping block, and then you need a scoring board and your bone folder, and of course some scissors. So let's go ahead and we'll get on with this tutorial. All right, to start off you need 2 pieces of your solid cardstock that measure 6 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to take and score both of them at 1 inch, and this is going horizontal here, 1 inch, and then 1 3/4 inch. So do that on both pieces. 1 inch and 1 3/4. Whoops, that one moved over a little bit. That's okay. Now you're going to fold these. So I'm going to fold the first fold on the left down. And just go ahead and take your bone folder and crease it. And then go the opposite direction on the second. And do the same on the other piece. All right, now you need a white piece of paper or whatever color you want. This is going to be the piece that comes up and down. So I'm using white, and you need to score it a little corner on one corner. You're going to do a diagonal score. Line up your point at one point at 1 1/4, and then also line it up at 1 1/4 on the left side. And then you're going to score at the 1/2 inch mark. So there you have a little tiny corner scored, and just go ahead and fold that both directions. All right, you don't need this anymore, so you can take that out of the way. It's covered in black glitter. My husband is gonna be like, no glitter. All right, so now to put this together, first, let's glue. Oh, we do need liquid glue, and I forgot to tell you that. Just a second. So I have my tacky glue, and you're going to take one of your panels here, and you want the mountain to be going to the right. So have it like this. And then you're going to take your panel, and what you're going to do is have the corner at the top here, the top left, and we're going to put glue right on that corner, the part that's folded. And we're going to be gluing this right down here. You want this left edge to line up with your creased here, your scored edge. And then you want the other, that point there to line up with this scored edge. And I have it, this is about a little bit less than 1/2 inch from the top. So go ahead and hold that down there and let it dry. So that's what you have to do for that. Now, if you want to stamp directly onto this piece, you can, but what I did on mine is I stamped these pieces onto the blue, and then I cut them out. So I have some extra pieces from after cutting my base panels, and I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my graduation hats. And I don't know what stamp sets these came from. I've had stamp sets forever, and I'm trying to revive my stamp using because I have a lot, and if you haven't seen any of my Instagram posts, I've been changing my daughter's bedroom into my craft room because she just recently moved out. She graduated from college, moved out, so I'm trying to get that situated, and I've gone through all my stuff. I organized, or I'm still going through stuff, but I've started. I went through my stamp collection and organized that, so I know what I have And I had these from prior years of making graduation cards. So I'm going to stamp 4 actually, because I used the hat on the owl. So I'll go ahead and stamp that. Now when I use my stamps, I'm not much of a stamp person that stamps and then colors. I've done it, but it's not what I enjoy. I mean, it's not something I want to do all the time. So I always try and use my stamps in a way where I can just stamp it. So stamping it onto the color and then cutting out, that's more my fashion. So I'll go ahead and cut these out. I won't do all of them on camera, but I'm just fussy cutting, leaving the black line. I don't know, I like the way this looks as opposed to stamping and coloring. I just think it adds more dimension to add the separate piece. There, that's one. I'll come back with these all cut. Okay, so I finished cutting those out. Now I'm just going to glue these, 3 of them, up at the top here onto this white piece. And so this is how we glued it. I'm just going to turn it to the left, glue these, and you can, I like to have them a little bit kind of coming off, like this corner's coming off. And I'll go do one at a different angle on the side. And this one over here on this side. All right, now to assemble our 2 pieces together, make sure that, see that the glue came out a little bit here. You have to make sure that this is loose. So I had to pull that apart because the glue came out and it stuck. But that's fine because you don't see that at all. So now what we're going to do is put our 2 pieces together. So grab your other piece and you're going to line up the 2 edges. You want them to be flat. So this end, this flat piece is here, and then this flat piece lines up with this one. So let's go ahead and glue these down. Put glue on the bottom of that flap. So you want the glue to where this is a valley now. And then line it up here. And then put glue on this side. Line up the edges. Make sure it's dry before you start messing around with it because it'll move on you. It's just about there. So now we have the base of our card made, and look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. Now I can start decorating. So what you want to do, I have 2 pieces And this is 4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and that leaves just a little bit of a border around. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And I cut 2 pieces like that. So I'm going to glue this one down on the front and then the other piece on the back of the card, which is kind of like your inside of your card. It's just this isn't a traditional kind of card where you open it up. Now I'm going to glue a couple pieces down just for embellishment. I have a couple strips of the black glitter and I'm going to put them right here on this spot. You can add here too if you want, but I'm just adding that piece. So I just made them a little bit smaller. So this was 1 inch, so I just cut it a little bit smaller than 1 inch by like 4 1/8 because this was 4 1/4. And glue this one on this side. Now, I have a circle cutter by Creative Memories, and I already cut my pieces out, but I just wanted to show you the size that I used. This ring is it's a little larger than 5.5 inches diameter, and so I used that one with the green blade and the red blade. And so I cut 2 white pieces using the green blade, and then on the front I did a border of the black behind it, a matte, so I did that with the red blade. So these ended up being, let's see, the white pieces are 3 1/8, looks like, and then the black was 3 3/8 circles. So in case you don't have a circle cutter, that's, you know, you could measure or trace or print out those sizes and cut them out. Next, I'm going to take one of my circles and my congratulations stamp and stamp it down at the bottom here. All the way down at the bottom as far as you can go there. And I'll add my owl on top of that. Perfect. All right. Now, just going to glue this on top of here using liquid glue because the glitter paper will not accept like double sticky tape because it just, I don't know, I never have luck. I always have to use liquid glue, but I use liquid glue on pretty much everything, so at least the tacky glue. So put that down there. Okay, just be careful not to get your ink in other places. Just have to let it dry. All right. Now this piece will go off to the side a little bit. I added ribbon, so that's what I'm doing there. Just need to have room for the ribbon. So I'm just gonna glue that down. For the, well, you could go ahead and glue your last cap down there too. Just put it on one corner or one ear. I think that looks really cute. And I was thinking too, if you do not have any kind of stamps like this, and you want to go with the graduation theme, you could just Google like owl clip art black and white, same with the graduation cap, and print everything, cut it out. Or you could totally do a different theme for this and just use whatever stamps you have. It could be birthday or, you know, whatever you have. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Let's stamp it first though. I have my diploma stamp. Oh, black glitter. I like glitter, but this paper is just awful for shedding glitter. I'm just gonna put the diploma down at the bottom. Now this could be whatever. You could stamp a sentiment on here, another picture of something, whatever. So this part is going to go on the back of my card. And I'm just going to add glue. And that's just going to go in the center. That. And then the last thing I need to do is tie my ribbon around. And I liked the combination of the two, the solid blue and the polka dot sheer ribbon. So I just put the two pieces together, fed it through. And then did a double knot of both of them. You could tie a bow on this as well. And I didn't even cut a certain length to start off. I have it still on the spools. And I'll just trim it after I get it tied. That. And what I did was I separated the pieces, so it kind of separated those two at the top, and then did the same at the bottom. Let me trim these off first. That's good. So I liked the blue to be opposite but that doesn't seem to be working out for this one. I didn't get it in the right. So there. And there it is. Really cute. I love it. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment and subscribe. Go ahead and check out the other crafty ladies as they show you what they made this month for the Pinspiration collaboration. I can't wait to go watch them anyway. So I guess I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.